Bill Gates is a startup legend. And a billion-dollar journey with Microsoft. Talk about Bill Gates. People often think of billionaires, for many years top of the richest list in the world. Although, in recent years, this chart is constantly changing. But Gates has always been the most admired name in the world. To get to where we are today, young boy gets, every day, I take a risk, make an important decision to completely change my future and Microsoft's. Family of honor. He was born on October 2, 1955, in Seattle, Washington State, USA. You are the only son, a prestigious family in Seattle. His mother was what the local press called a character renowned. She is a member of the United Way, the administrator of a university, West Coast Bank director. Your father is described as a public figure. William H. Gates, too, was also the president of a law firm. Gates read like porridge from A to Z, an encyclopedia. When less than 10 years old, the family has planned sending all 3 children to public school, but in the end, Gates' parents made an exception for their son. In the midst of my confusion, they put him in 7th grade at Lakeside School, the best boys' school in the area. The first steps. In 190067, Lakeside School for the installation of a rudimentary touching machine so that students have access to novel technologies. Bill Gates was quickly mesmerized by the machine, and soon, he and his friends neglected the classroom to spend the whole day at the computer center. Nearly 10 students of Lakeside School, they've become pioneers in the field of computer vi software. Bill Gates and Paul Allen, co-founder of Microsoft, are the most prominent of these students. 13 years old, guessed self-taught computer programming, and then he joined the Programmers Club, Lakeside, with Paul Allen, despite being the youngest, but he's become the head of the poll. In the project, he has shown himself to be the most ambitious. From 8th to 11th grade, he tried the business no less than 3 times. It was never about the money. In the last 10 years, 1960, guests and members of the Lakeside programming team every afternoon go to Sekult's office. They take turns using their free time. New generation corporate digital equipment, they're looking for programming errors. Desire goes to the limit. That made little Bill Gates is in trouble. To break into a protected program, this risky practice has crippled the operating system. And then, it was discovered. His parents kept him away from the computer. And this time, Gates listened. Perform miracles. The real opportunity comes when when engineers are working for the Northwest Energy Network, in trouble and in the process of seeking answers. They found the Secure Problem Report book. This document has shown, and that explains a lot of mistakes. People finally read it in the document. The names of the 2 programmers who discovered these bugs, Bill Gates and Paul Allen. The TRW company found them and asked them to come to Portland, Oregon, for job interviews. Then Kate got a leave of absence from school. Then go to here. He and Allen were assigned a room, and they're assigned to work under programmers Joe Norton. Bill Gates be accepted to study at all 3 prestigious universities, Princeton, Yale, and Harvard. Under the National Scholarship Program, You Choose Great. Attended Harvard and enrolled in the fall of 1973. The guest is a typical first-year student failing to meet new demands, and there's a lot more competition in college. He's busy coming to class to spend all day on my own projects. In the school's engine room, guests can go 18 to 36 hours without sleep. Even at Harvard, he also maintained the old school. Since high school, he is very good at his favorite subjects and despises subjects that are not passionate. Not long after, Paul Allen made a wonderful discovery. On the cover of Popular Mechanics, January 1975 issue, there's a picture of a revolutionary new computer. MIT's Altair 8080. Alan bought a copy and ran home to convince him that they should develop their own language for this machine. And two friends rushed to Harvard's computer lab to write a simulation in a basic language. Guest and Alan believe that the computer will do amazing things. Two boys worked hard from February to March 19, 1975, in the signing room, Gates' dormitory, to write the code. The program worked well. Gates and Allen later sold the basic language to MITS for $3,000 plus royalties. Th. Ang, 6 NCM, 1965. Gates asks to resign from Harvard to work with Allen, although Gates returned to school the following fall. But his heart and mind are either at MIT's headquarters. He applied for a second leave of absence and never went back to school again. Microsoft and the Billionaire Dream. 1975, Bill Gates with Paul Allen. It's ushered in the computer age and molded the world's leading software company, Microsoft. 1980. Bill Gates makes important decisions when refusing to sell copyright, the first operating system for the giant IBM. Instead, the young man relied on older partners to build the next great empire. At that time, Microsoft is just a small startup, but was interested by IBM and signed a deal to bring the platform DOS on my upcoming line of computers exactly as planned. Big Blue launched a new product in 1981. It quickly became a phenomenon, surpassing the first generation of computers. Apple II. Competitors also launched a series of clone computers. With the launch of IBM-compatible clones, same as the original, can run the same software when upgrading hardware. To make these fake PCs, they needed DOS and had to pay Microsoft. But you can't buy this operating system from a startup company. Bill Gates seizes the opportunity to be a leader for the revolution. Computers, in which DOS played an important role as a springboard for all Microsoft's future success. Bill Gates gives Microsoft. It first went on the stock market in 1900, and its shares have grown rapidly. Big step at the time. They helped you have a property worth $315 million United States dollars and become one of the richest men in America. Just a year later, 1986, Bill Gates officially becomes a billionaire with Microsoft stock. That's 6 times more than at the time of the IPO. After redefining the goal and carrying out the expansion product line related to the Internet, 1995 can be considered a milestone. Another success of this tech giant when launching Windows 9 Operating System 5 with finished interface. The outstanding advantages. Windows quickly became popular and undergo multiple upgrades. The role of Windows and Microsoft. It can be said to be impossible. Intrusion in the desktop software market. I dream of a computer on every desk in every home, and every computer has Microsoft software installed. Of Gates, he seems to have done it completely. The hand touches the gold. The rival relationship between Steve Jobs and Bill Gates are legendary. In the world of technology, 25 years ago, the worst moment of the relationship happened on 1997. Bill Gates jumped in to save Apple from bankruptcy. Even people who are loyal and committed to the company, Apple, never believed. My competitor is Microsoft. Invest $150 million United States dollars in cash, a lot of money that they desperately need, in exchange for a 5% stake in the company. Thanks to the impact of the Guest Jobs incident that day, Apple shares jumped 33%. It's actually a single business. But Guest made Microsoft $50 million United States dollars because of his wisdom. The richest billionaire in the world. October 1997. Guest's net worth soared to more than $49 billion. And there's no rival on the rich list. Most of America At the time, his earning speed reached $150 a second, $500,000 an hour, and $35 million a week. Current, according to Fox Statistics, 2018, Bill Gates' total wealth has grown to $92.4 billion. This giant property, I helped him become a billionaire many times, richest in the world. Even though Bill Gates handed over the reins to Steve Ballmer, and since for 2004, the CEO of Microsoft is Satya Nadella, you are still an irreplaceable monument by Microsoft. Maybe taking Microsoft from a small company up to the giant Microsoft that it is today. The love between grafting and computers. There was a perfect ending. The marriage is priceless. 1987, Melinda French joins Microsoft in a product management position on a company picnic occasion. Bill Gates once invited her to dinner, but Melinda refused because the CEO's invitation to plan wasn't natural enough. Time goes by. Melinda gradually realized it was Bill Gates' intelligence that attracted Grandma. After 7 years of dating, they decided to go to the same house and vote, getting married in silence on the 1st of January, 1900. In fact, right from dating until I married this billionaire, Melinda, we've had to overcome a lot of pressure from our families, friends, and colleagues. After marriage, Melinda decides to leave Microsoft, focus on taking care of the family, and participate in charitable activities. From there, too, she became a solid backer for her husband. The life of Bill Gates, it also seems to be turning a new page, thanks to Melinda. Bill Gates' nickname billionaire was removed when he started to be a philanthropist. It seems to be a new person. He and his wife founded the William H. Gates Foundation, Bill's father's name, to improve healthcare and reducing global poverty, increase learning opportunities, and access to advanced technology in the United States. After the charity fund called The Couple, Bill and Melinda Gates, were born. It's the consolidation of the Education Promotion Fund, Gates, and the William H. Gates Foundation. Through a 23-year marriage, there are 3 adult and dry children. The old couple often hold hands to accompany on charity trips. Let's take care of every sick child. Don't forget to click the subscribe button below to support the group.